Come on, baby. Come on, shake it now. Come on, baby. Come on, shake it now. Come on, baby. Come on, shake it now. Come on, baby. Come on, shake it now.
Okay, so while I'm here with Mike Burrows at Burrows Engineering, I thought we'd do a quick episode of me and my bike. So I've asked Mike which bike does he think he uses the most, and basically it's his go-to bike pretty much every day, and here it is. It's the 8 Freight. Question number 1 is, for the uninitiated, what is it?
It's a freight bike. It's a bike, freight, which at the moment basically means shopping, because with the lockdown I'm going into Sainsbury's once a week.
Yep.
And if you go only once a week family shopping, you need all of this. Okay, that's what you need to carry your shopping in. So that is fantastic. That will carry all you can eat in a week.
Wow.
So it's fantastic.
And if you're overloaded, you've got the basket on the front as well, just for
got ancillary at the front. That's actually to carry your protective gear. Okay.
Okay, when you go ninja style in the supermarket.
That was my skin hood. It's now my face mask. Okay? It doubles up. Works very nicely.
Brilliant.
Keeps the germs in. So this is the bike I've actually made personally the most of.
Yeah.
I've made 100 of these.
Wow.
Starting
That's
in about
no mean feat.
2001 or 2, I think did the first one. I produced here 100 of these. They said they're now made in Taiwan, but I've ceased production because I can't get the bits anymore.
Yeah.
But that's done, and it's just what's nice about it is it's the opposite of a lightweight race bike. A lightweight race bike, you sort of feel obliged to go fast, and this you don't.
How did it come into being?
It's long-winded. Originally, I planned to make a bike a bit like this for a friend of mine to do window cleaning with.
Okay.
And I was originally going to weld a couple of bicycles together to make a stretch-down bike, and he would hang the ladders down the side. That never got done. But I had the idea then, and later on the estate here, the guy who actually welds these up, Stuart Lindsay, a mobile welder, he'd been on holiday on Dominican Republic, I think, and he'd seen local tradesmen there using the old Walls ice cream tricycles with the 2 at the front basket thing. Yeah. Could I make him one of those to ride around the estate and do the bits of welding? And I've ridden one of those. They're really, really nasty. Really nasty. Horrible, vicious brutes. You do not want to ride a Walls ice cream tricycle. But I thought I had this idea for making a long bike with these things. So how about we did that in aluminium, and my recumbent chain technology, I now understand how to use long chain that. So this was the product I was sort of thrown together in mid-air, as it were. I held it, Stuart welded them together, whatever. Wow. Built this first bike, and it was really quite nice. You know, oh, this is nice. So I then, I rang Stuart at Bike Fix and said, do you think the couriers might like something like this? So I took it down to London, and they loved the idea. And that was it. So
that's amazing.
The prototype led to a Mark 1 and a Mark 2, which this is in effect, whatever. I said batches of 5. Stuart did all the welding, so we made it 100. Some of them were ended up being black 10s rather than
I remember.
With a disc brake and a few more gears, upmarket version. But and the best bike I've ever made, because the customer base. Yes. There were people who wanted to solve a problem, not look at themselves in a shop window. Yes, It's just been a lovely bike, and I say it's this sort of just poodle along gently and enjoying the world, as it were, sort of thing. So you don't need all of this to get to work and back on a regular basis. I've got Thomas as well, a slightly smaller version. But this is probably the best bike I've ever made. I'm most proud of, in a sense, whatever sort of thing. It's obviously the slowest, but it's the most practical.
It's not all about speed.
Specification for 8 Freight as of around 2001. Length, it's wheelbase 2 meters, width 580 millimeters, weight 20 kilos. Carrier size internal 700 by 530 millimeters. Payload, variable this, assuming a 75 kilo rider, we reckon 50 kilos on a continuous basis, or the odd 100 kilo, but don't ride off a curb with it. Sizes, one size, and it's fairly easy to adapt to different size people. The frame's constructed from 6000 series aluminium tubing welded together and with castings bonded in for wheel mountings, etc. The wheels are the 20 by 2 406, DMX size that is. Brakes on the original were 70mm Sachs drums. Later versions then had a 90mm Sturmey at the front, and the very latest have 90mm Sturmey front and rear. Transmission, originally SRAM 508 speed, 46 ring, 1132 sprocket. That's it as it was then and slightly different today.
Mike, can you show us how the stand works?
This is the Powermatic Deluxe feature, so to go up,
Yeah.
do that, but to get down we have to leave it on the handlebars, and
Fantastic.
there you are.
Yes, it's very satisfying.
I tempted to treat myself to a version where the whole frame was pressurised, right? I could pump the frame up and
Right.
use an air cylinder to put it up and down.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but no, it's not worth the hassle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been on an upright for a while. I haven't had to balance. Adios, amigos. There we go. Oh, lovely. Got a flat tyre. Needs a bit of air in it. So, what is your dream bike? If you could have any bike, what would it be?
I have, and they're all hanging up.
I knew you were going to say
I am the man, okay.
You are.
For me, they're not dreams. For me, they're brutal reality. They confirm that you should never have your dreams come true.
They turn into nightmares.
Dream about. I'm very disappointed. So yes, is it? Yes, I have all, but if I have a dream, I make it, don't I?
Yes. What's your plans for the future? Have you got any?
I've never planned for the future,
Yeah.
ever. No, this is just
Any sort of amazing machines in the pipeline?
nothing. No,
Yeah.
I never have had. It's just
Yeah.
it's things pop up. Which people ask me this 100 times. but,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how it works. I really don't.
Yeah.
The odd bike, I can, if I look back, I can sort of trace how it came about,
Yeah.
how the monocoque came about, and things like that. But mostly no, just sort of
Just
things suddenly happen or whatever sort of
pops
thing. The
into
little
your
one you
mind.
just rode, the Easy B, that was just a bit bored with throwing it together.
Yeah.
and that's
Oh, I
it.
love that. That's such a nice machine. It was amazing to ride. You know, fantastic. Excellent. Well, thank you, Mike. That's me and my bike,
Yeah.
episode 5 with the legendary Mike Burrows.
We could freeze in London. You could hear me sing. And if you wanna make love, then you got to wear my ring. 'Cause I don't want no mistress. I'd much rather be bound. Let's find a preacher so we can get down, down, down. Come on, baby. Come on, shake it now. 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 You and your girlfriend, y'all two of a kind. Just running these knuckleheads, 3 or 4 at a time. But both of yous want babies, but you still like them wild. First rule in making one, you can't be no child. Instead of hitting that Remy, why don't y'all hit the dough? I'll book us on the red eye, we'll be good to go. And if every life has got a reason, you can be mine. Perfume in the bag, darling. Champagne, while we're done. Oh, come on.